Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'll be doing a story time. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below, guys. Let's get into it. So for today's story time will be about the time that I worked at a daycare. Daycare from hell. Oh my gosh. So it all started with me getting a job at this daycare. It's about 30 minutes from my household. I'm like, hey, I like working with kids. Let me see how this goes. After my first week, I like it. The daycare takes like kids like from I think 6 months all the way to about I think 12 years old. That's daycare age, I believe, before and after. I specifically told my boss I want to work with preschoolers because I have a little bit more control over them. It's easy to navigate with 3 and 4 year olds, if you know what I mean, for the people that work with children. I only worked with the preschoolers for about a week. The second week I was put into the infant class. I told her I didn't want to work with the infants because, you know, I was pretty much inexperienced. But yeah, I was placed there. Every day I went to work, I always ended up in the infant care. The teachers were very rude to the babies and the preschoolers and the school kids. All they do is just yell and scream at the people's children. They mistreat them, put them in timeout. As for me, I never treat people's children like that. Like, I treat the kids the way how I want people to treat my children when I have them, with respect, tender care, so on and so forth. When I worked with the preschoolers, most of the teachers were rude and screaming and everything. One of the kids asked me why I wasn't screaming at them. Why I wasn't screaming. Now that sends a true message, guys. They really mistreat children there. If I was a parent, I wouldn't put my kids into daycare because now that I've experienced like being in a daycare and how it really is, it is not a place for anyone's child, regardless of the age. Let me get back to the infant story. So yeah, every day I went to work, I went to the infant room. I hated it so very much. It was 10 kids, well 10 infants actually. And don't get me wrong, I love children, I love babies. It's just that it was just it's too much, honestly. There were times where the infants will all be crying at once, so that's 10 babies crying all at once. You try to calm one down, the other one goes off even more. You try to calm that one down, the other 2 go off. It was just too much. Feeding them, I was good with. Changing them, I was good with that too. However, putting them to sleep was super hard for me. And everyone there basically had kids, so they have experience doing things like that. As for me, it was new to me. So I would say my advantage of working with the infants, I have a lot more experience now. The disadvantage was that it was troublesome. It was very stressful dealing with infants because they're so tender and they need extra care, extra attention. The last day I worked at that job, I was with an infant. Mind you, all the kids were sick. All of them had snotty noses, were sneezing, coughing. I held the baby in my face. She was like in my arms like this, and I was holding her and I was singing to her. Next thing you know it, she in my face, y'all. In my face. And I'm like, okay, I don't think this could do anything to me. It's a baby. I can't catch a cold from a baby. Oh my gosh. I went to wipe my face off. A few hours when I came home, my throat started to feel sore, and I'm like, why does my throat feel like that? Like, what is this? Where is this coming from? Then next morning I wake up with a severe headache, high fever, I'm coughing, I'm sneezing, my throat is clogged up and hurting like crazy. And I'm like, oh, I still have to go to work. When I went to work, I had to go to the infant class again, and I was working while I was sick. So I worked up until it was time for my break, and when we get breaks, it's about an hour. So I told my boss, hey, I'm going to the doctor, I don't feel good, da da da. She's like, oh, okay, you can go. And then after I said that, I went to my car. I grabbed my things, went to my car, and went straight home and went to sleep. I was like, I'm not going back up in there, man. I got so sick from working with those kids, man. It was just too much. Just had to end up leaving a job because it was too stressful. I got sick. These people are mistreating people's children. Why would I want to stay in a toxic environment like that? So yeah, guys, there you have it. Storytime, daycare from hell. Moral of the story: do not work at a daycare, guys. It's too stressful. It's too much. Too much. If you want to work somewhere where you can navigate and take control of situations. Okay? So guys, yeah, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below, guys. See you guys in the next video. Bye!